Hello everyone. Sorry, I forgot my microphone this time, of course. Always gotta be something completely impossibly dumb that I do. But I think we can beat Metal Gear NES today. I think. I reviewed the first Metal Gear on, well, not the first, the original Metal Gear on the MSX2. I watched through playthrough of that, so I think I will know what's different a lot better. Overall, it looks worse. The outside areas are completely different from the MSX, but inside of Outer Heaven, aside from the, it's gonna take me a second to remember the controls here. Aside from, I want the uniform. Aside from the water entrance that we make in the first game, which we do not make in this game. Okay, in we go. Can I, can't access any of these cars or anything. It's quite close. Weirdly enough, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, this building looks exactly the same as well. So now that I've reviewed that game, I should have a much better idea of where I'm going. The only difference thus far is Iron Glove. We didn't get this in the first game. I keep saying that on the MSX version, so that's new, which is cool. And we also didn't fight the helicopter in this game. There is a helicopter boss fight in the MSX2 version that they just couldn't port over, I guess. And the jetpack guys were just kind of standing still for us, whereas they do fly around and whatnot on the MSX2 version, so. Honestly, not too many differences. I kind of like the introduction of this game a bit more, rather than just meandering through the water to find our way into the base in the MSX2 version. Obviously, it's animated a bit better. Well, actually, you know, we had that whole paratrooping scene. You know, as far as the scene we get at the beginning, I like this game better. I also like I was correct about the guns that shoot all the way across the screen, thank God. There's a big problem that the MSX2 version had. And I'm trying to think of other differences here. I think that's about it, to my knowledge. This game has a much harder difficulty spike at the beginning of the game, but that's also kind of par for the course for the Metal Gear series. So I don't know. Like every Metal Gear Solid, not including V, and not including Peace Walker, because that game is just generally pretty easy. They all have a sort of trial by fire at the beginning, where like you're tested on stuff that probably isn't going to be used too often or ever again. That kind of started with the first two Metal Gear Solids were both released as demos. The helipad / first tank building, and then the tanker section in Metal Gear Solid 2 were both released as demos. So that's why that's the case. I just picked up my max ammo. I haven't been paying too much attention. Yes. Sorry. Things go off the rye when I'm off the rye. Things go off the rye when I'm trying to explain things, so. But as well as other differences, you know, you can kind of just walk off screen in this game, and the boys will stop realizing that you're there. Which, that's sometimes the case. I'm turning up my own volume here. I turned your guys down a little bit, because even after I turned it down last time, it was still a bit loud. What was I trying to say? You know, I kind of forget. As is my custom, right? So in here should be the tractor, which unfortunately this may turn into a non-blind playthrough relatively quickly, but we'll see how close this actually is to the regular version. So for this, it doesn't super matter what I have in my equipment, but I want my grenade launcher, as I usually do for all bosses. Oop. That was not my intent. Sorry about that. Okay. So that was actually a bit easier. The MSX2 one comes at you really fast. But yeah, pretty much, oh, the entire basement is gone from the first building. That's just kind of truncated into the other two lower levels. Which is kind of an improvement, I want to say. And then I think the actual cell that we go to, that we find Gray Fox at, which I completely forgot to... I completely forgot that even happened in the first game, which was kind of hilarious. I only have 3 rations. Not super great. Alright. Oh, well, I actually did get caught. Son of a bitch. But it's okay. This is NES Metal Gear. Yeah, that honestly kind of improves it a little bit. And then the actual cell that we find Jesus Christ. I'm not tired, I'm not drunk, I promise. I'm just a complete idiot. The actual jail cell that we find Gray Fox in, and the one that we get sent to ourselves, I think is just elsewhere in this game, rather than being in the basement like it is in the original. Either way, it doesn't really change too much. But it actually means a lot less wall punching, which is frankly an improvement. So honestly, I'm kind of like 50-50 so far on this game or the original, which is crazy. I didn't think I'd be saying that. But yeah, for a demake, this is a really remarkable port. Don't entirely remember what's through this door, but I think it's a much later card. Still want to check. Yes. And we have cleared out the entire first building, so we don't need to worry about that any longer. No backtracking necessary. And I actually didn't check out that door yet. I think our movement speed is a little bit reduced in this game, but also I was watching a long play in double speed, so I may be what do you call it? My Overton window might be a little skewed on that one. Okay. But this is the second time we've gotten a call that we can't actually answer. I think that's just telling me... Here, let me try calling all my guys. Grab my notes here. Shit. Where are the notes I need? There we go. So 79 is still Schneider. Not Schneider. Not Diane. Not Big Boss. But perhaps... I actually did get the antenna in the first game. Will that allow us to take this call? Yes, it will! Okay. Interesting. Very cool. I didn't actually remember that having any relevance in the original, but I'm sure it did. I just didn't go back and check. Like a ponce. So hold the phone then. Let me, first and foremost, we kind of want to grind up a couple of rations. I think we can hold probably 9 at this point. So sorry if me going back and reviewing results in some confusion between the two versions, but hopefully it won't. This game is actually, or both of these games are actually shorter than I gave them credit for. A lot of Metal Gear 1, the original playthrough that I did was just me walking around being confused. Like, a lot of it. So now... we could already get this call. Right. Forgot about that small little detail. The music is also quite similar, I should say. I'm trying to think of where the nearest place to get rations is. And here it is. Okay. This truck isn't in... well, actually, I take that back. It kind of is. This whole, like, minefield area that leads up to the tank is just sort of in the desert. But I don't know if they just couldn't do that palette, or... I don't know. I don't know the limitations of the NES very intricately, so... But that's excellent. We have a nice, easy-to-get-to place that will give us rations. Which... we'd get at least 9, but I thought we could hold 12. Maybe we'll get 12 once we're rank 4. But yeah, aside from I know Metal Gear. There's no final boss with Metal Gear. Okay, only 9 for now. And I know helicopter boss fight. Everything else has been mostly spot on or better. Which again is insane. I don't think I'll be preferring this version by the end, but you know, we'll keep an open mind. Yeah, thankfully because I reviewed, I'll have a much better idea of where I'm going. Off to the right there, that is the, I believe that's the area with the oxygen tank, I want to say. These are actually weirdly difficult to get past. I'm probably not just not looking at the pattern enough. Okay, it's just this specific one that's quite hard. Let's actually try and get through this without setting any off. Go this way, without too much trouble. No, it's actually just really hard to get through. Because a lot of them are one frame. That's okay. Let me re-equip my body armor here. Oh, the entire reason I was going back... I'll probably have to grind rations eventually, so... hopefully I will remember to go back. The entire reason I was going back was so that I could finally take that call toward the beginning of the game, now that I have the antenna. I'm sure it won't be anything too riveting, but yeah, here's the waterway. Up to the left is the exit from this building, which I think requires a level 7 card, so... we have a lot of exploring to do. No dice. Don't shoot me. It's just having a gun that actually works in this version of the game makes it vastly easier. For the sake of completion, let me go back and check out those 2 doors, but I'm practically certain, or at least in the original game I should say, they took a 6 and a 7, so I'm probably wasting all of our time, but may as well. But aside from the actual entrance way of the first building, where we first entered the game, which then leads to a couple outside portions, the inside has been, and the basement being truncated as well, is kind of split into the other 2 levels, which is an improvement, again, I should say. Both in level design and because we have to kill far fewer dogs. Far fewer good boys. Far fewer good boys. Jesus. Need to die in order for us to complete the game, which is an improvement in my book, so I'll take it. My apologies, I don't know why I'm having such a difficult time talking today. And you can also save in the elevators here, or that's where it keeps your save, rather, but I, on the other hand, am going to save state. On occasion. So, just like the original, they don't actually have cones or anything. Pretty much just see whatever's in line with them. I want to say it's a dead end off to the left here, but I'll check it regardless. Yes, indeed. We should have a door over here, but I don't think I can access it yet. I feel like I had more cards at this time, but I suppose not. When it occurs to you that you've been streaming for 20 minutes and have not checked chat a single time. This should actually be where the Johnnies are, if I remember right. Yep. I was only... Oh, I thought there was only one. He just wasn't moving. So... we'll need to go to that top right door. I'm almost certain. For now. First thing we should go... First place we should go is to the left. Which is where Dr. Madnar is. Never mind. Actually, not quite left. It's through the lower left door. Which I do not remember the card for. So here we go. Cool. So will you take him out? Cool. Yeah, this is an ammo cache I didn't find for a very long time. Or, there's a whole part of the map I didn't find for a very long time, because I was not thorough in my search, I should say. Oh, another thing is the guards do actually patrol a lot more in the MSX2 version. Whereas here, a lot of the time, they mostly just spin. But some of them still do patrol, just not as many. Probably half, maybe half as many patrol, somewhere around there. It's honestly not a huge difference. But as you can see, we still got 4 dudes patrolling on the screen, so... I don't know if they just couldn't do that, or... And I don't have the card for Madnar. This. Never mind. Let's go search elsewhere. Don't entirely remember. Okay, that's just a dead end. Cool, cool, cool. Not 100% on where I actually need to go first here, so... It actually seems to reset him every time I go into my menu, that's funny. Okay. Oop. Just unplug my controller. We may just not be able to access very much on this level yet. Let me try this one out. I'm pretty sure it's a level 2. Nice. Burn a ration here. Don't die a grisly death. Ah! That's just a dead end down there, but I can double check for you. Yeah. Nothing to be too worried about. Where are they coming from? And this is the locked door that we are constantly told about. So once you've searched everything and are frustrated, go to that door. But yeah, we don't have the cards to... Never fucking mind. Never fucking mind. I think, actually, I think that's still correct. We can access it at the moment, but later on it will be locked And there will be a rocket launcher inside of it, which we need to kill the Johnnies down there. Again, this is still a blind playthrough. I've never played this version of the game. But yeah, they actually did a really excellent job of recreating the internals of Outer Heaven. Cool. So we can skedat. I'll give it a save-a-rooney. I'll have to see how different the roof section is here. I think that actually started like an unavoidable fight in the original, I want to say. Dr. Petrovich is on the second floor. Thank you, friend. Yeah, and we know that, of course. So. Let me go up here and then see what's over there. Okay, nothing too serious. Oop. Not bad. At this. That's okay. I have a lot of rations on me, so I don't really need to use the binocs, but sorry about that if you can hear it. Not sure if you can or not. Yeah, I mean, what the hell. At this point, regular enemies are not a serious threat to us, so it's okay. This roof looks somewhat similar. Not quite. Different layout, same general idea is what I'm seeing here. I think there's either a prisoner or mines in here. Keycard. Never mind. Cool. Let me... Oh, hi. Just make sure I have it down that we couldn't access anything on second floor. Okay. There's actually a... Oh, hello. Glad I didn't miss that. That's an elevator though, so let's leave that for a second. Yeah, it looks kind of awkward. These guys just kind of run around a little bit. Whereas they actually use their jetpacks in the original. Pretty funny. Okay. That's all the roof has to offer then. Cool. Hello. I could have sworn there was a trap here, but I guess not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different section. I guess let's check the first level. There's several doors there that we haven't checked yet. This is actually a different entrance. Oh yeah, there's a trap right here. I know where we are. Yes, that is what that door does. So the roof is cleared out for us. We don't need to worry about that anymore, which is nice. The card it just gave us, were I a game designer, would be for this door. Nice. Very nice. I don't trust floor ration. Okay, I guess floor ration is trustworthy. Keep an eye on him though. Cool. I've already been to the door on the left there. We can piece from this area. Ugh. Get out of here. And I'm hoping that this card also opens this door on the right. I don't think it will. Hey! Cool. Just a boy. Hello, boy. That's a close call. The far end of the lock connects to building 3. I think he meant lock with an H. the lock. Which that sounds relatively correct. Go out of building 2. Arnold has the card to the door. And defeat Arnold with a rocket launcher. So they actually did call him Arnold in this game. That's funny. But we don't know where to get a rocket launcher. It's actually Madnar that tells us where to get one. Leave me alone. And for the sake of completion, I'll check these 2 doors. We don't have to backtrack unnecessarily. Hey! Very nice. Yeah, so that's actually much shorter around this time, exploring the second building as well. So I think there's a level that they took off of this one. In fact, I'm certain there were four floors in this building. The third building is pretty much just Metal Gear, except not in this game. Cool. So those 2 cards should, in tandem, unlock all of the second floor, or the first floor, depending on how you want to look at it. I guess it is definitively the second floor. We are on the ground floor. So yeah, a bit has been reduced, but frankly, it kind of just makes the game a bit tighter. If that makes any sense. There's a lot of extra random sort of wasted rooms that you don't really need. Like the room we just got the card 6 in, that had like plastic explosives that we basically don't need for most of the rest of the game. In it the last time, so yeah, not super important actually, as it turns out. Let me go ahead and save while we're in the elevator. Leave me be. No. So one of the cards we just God should allow us to free Dr. Madnar, so let's do that first. This was like a 4? Or was it a 1? Okay. It was a 1 in the original as well. For whatever reason, I remember that. Like a 4 or something. Something like that. No? All the doors in this building, for whatever reason, use pretty low cards. Annoyingly. Stop. Oh boy. Anti-war game. Aw yeah. I'm gonna get some ammo here just because for some reason I seem to be running a bit low. And that ammo does restore all of your ammunition in every gun, I believe. Except for like special things. I think, you know, missiles, it might actually do it as well. Let's find out. Like mines you can actually pick up more, but okay, missiles you also can as well. But it will give you more grenade launcher, for example. Which is nice. Because that's the best gun of the game. I might have to see if I can take down Venom Snake using only the submachine gun. He's actually one of the weakest... Oh no, never mind, I rocket launched him actually. I was gonna say he's one of the weakest bosses in the game, but that's probably not true. Don't get the rocket launcher for a very long time. Excuse me. He dies in like 4 rocket launcher shots. Like a bitch. But all the bosses in this game are tremendously easy. The only thing you really have to worry about is insta-kills from the dozer and the tank. Yeah, 6 should be more than enough. Thank you. There's our boy. Outfoxed! The real Dr. Petrovich is in building number 5! Die, Foxhounder! Well, that's different. This is actually where Dr. Madnar is in the original game. Huh. I'm pretty sure. Right? I'll have to go back and check. I'm almost certain that's where Dr. Madnar is in the original game. Oh, fuck me. Well. It's a good thing I save stated, oh yeah. I think I can just continue though. Save stating is mainly for if my computer crashes. No. I'm in like the first building. I am in the first building. Okay, good thing I save stated. Jesus. Where did it just stick me? How long ago was that? Oh my good god. Okay, we're in the prop. Oh shit. Well, similar to the first game, even though there's no color indication, this is only an up elevator. I'm just gonna cheat. Because that's annoying.